Hi guys, how's it going? Andy here, Kent Survival. You may remember a couple of videos back on my last camp I asked for some questions for a Q&A video. So I've come out today, nice sun, sort of first sun of the spring really, so this is really good. Just doing some work on camp because I've got a visitor coming. So I'm just going to get on with these questions. Right, so the first one is 001R. He says, will you shave the beard? Never. No, I've had the beard since I was at school, so about 15. Grew it once, it was pretty bad, shaved it off, grew it back, and it's been there ever since. Not always this big, but it's not going anywhere. Abe Froman says, I'd like to know your 5 favourite camping and bushcraft channels. I've not thought about the answers to any of these, by the way. 5 favourite camping and bushcraft channels. Joe Robinette's up there, of course, as he is with most people's, I would guess. There's a channel called Naguero I really like. If you haven't seen him, check him out. He's Portuguese. He grew up in, I think Brazil, I think he said. He was at college, university in the UK, and now he's in Sweden. He did a video diary series that lasted about a year of the teepee diaries. So he was living in a teepee, yeah, for pretty much a year. Took like a day off every week or so to kind of upload the videos, but brilliant series, one of the best things you'll see. My Self-Reliance, another good channel. Been watching Sean lately build his cabin in the woods. If you've not seen that, check that out. He's friends with Joe Robinette, I believe. What's that? That's free. Simon, A Bloke in the Woods. If you've not tried his channel, check him out. He's a very creative guy, makes a lot of stuff, bow saws, made his own kayak, that sort of thing. Hoping to do a camp with him at some point this year as well, but brilliant channel. One more. I think I'd have to go with Carlisle195, John's channel. He's up in Carlisle, as the name suggests. I'm sure most of you are aware of his channel, builds a lot of camps, a lot of shelters, and cooks some amazing food. So yeah, love John's channel as well. Doug Cumper says, hi Andy, have followed you for some time, think your channel and content is great. Thank you, Doug. Could you let me know what camera recording equipment you started off with and have you updated? All the best, Doug. When I started off, I didn't really know what I was going to do. I just wanted to do something. And I just had my SLR, which was a Canon 550D. The video quality fantastic on it, but it didn't have like an autofocus. So I could get some great footage, but I'd have to like put a twig up where I was going to stand and stuff like that. It wasn't practical. So I got a cheap video camera, a Panasonic one. Can't remember the exact name of it, and that I was taken around for quite a while. The quality wasn't as good, it had a fantastic zoom and it was good enough, so a combination of them two. Sold my Canon and I bought another Canon. I've got the EOS M3 now, which is a mirrorless, it's like an SLR but it's mirrorless, it's got a lot of manual functions on it. I'm just going to wait for this aeroplane to go over. Right, where was I? Yeah, the Canon M3, yeah, it's a mirrorless, it's like an SLR but it's mirrorless. And it's got a flip around screen, it's got jack for the microphone, stuff like that. Using that with a Rode microphone, a Pro mic, something like that, which is directional microphone. I'm still getting to grips with that, to be honest. Getting some hiss now and again. I need to kind of get out and properly play with it. Well, that's primarily what I use. I might do some B-roll with my phone or the video camera if I'm taking 2 cameras out, that sort of thing. And yeah, I always take a tripod out. Trash Till Death 83. Always enjoy your videos, Kent. Thank you. I wonder, are you a fan of heavy metal? Yes. Used to listen to a lot of metal. Kind of gone more the blues route in my old age. So I listen to a lot of bluesy stuff. That's why you hear a lot of blues, bluegrass type music in my videos as well. But yeah, still like the classic rock. Kaylin Strain. Hi Kaylin. Keep the variety coming. Woodland Camp and Craft has great stuff as well. Yep, check out Woodland Camp and Craft if you haven't already. Does live chat every Wednesday. I've been on once, probably be on it again at some point. Question, what place would you love to camp, hike if you had the means to do it anywhere in the world? Lots of places. I'd like to go to the kind of boreal forests, like go to Canada, Sweden, even Scotland. They would be my favourites, more so than sort of desert type terrain. I like to appreciate the fire that I've got. I don't mind low temperatures. Autumn's my sort of favourite season, so yeah, sort of let's stick Canada at the top there. Gord Leonard, another great video, Andy, thank you. And I have a question for your Q&A. In that cap you have the look of a young Fidel Castro about you, so can we expect the channel to become increasingly more oppressive and dictatorial in the coming months? Yes. Right. Steve Bork, do you have any nasty creatures that may make your camp home when you're away? We have some evil spiders and snakes to deal with in Australia that would love your shelter. Thanks for the question, Steve. I get this a lot on videos. I've seen it a lot on kind of Carlisle's videos as well and stuff. There's not too much to speak of here. You've got adder snakes, which are poisonous, but I've never even seen one. No real bad spiders or anything. You get the odd sighting where they've come in on a banana shipment or something. No, you've got like deer around here, foxes, badgers, rabbits, squirrels. Yeah, everything in the UK that was dangerous was kind of hunted to extinction in kind of the Middle Ages, I think. So the wolves, the bears, beaver, that sort of thing. Yeah, so it's mainly kind of deer and badger. Okay, so Rigby says, great video, it was nice to see chilled out camp out. And 8K viewers, wow man, I remember when this was all just fields. So question, is Flint common in Kent generally, or is it just in the area where you have your camp? Yeah, it's common all over really, all over the Kent Downs. It's all chalk and flint, which is why I had to bring in the stones which I brought in for around my fire and to cook on as well. Yeah, they dig up a lot of that sort of stuff. Cement works and stuff around Kent as well, but no kind of granite or anything like you see down in the West Country and that. Myrtle Sid, I love the logo of the stallion, super different. A couple of people have mentioned the logo. It was a bit of a rush job when I first started. I thought, oh, I've got to come up with something. So the logo actually is the outline of Kent County. Yes, it's Kent Survival because it's a county, it's not my name. People get that confused quite a lot. And the stallion is the Invicta stallion, or Invicta horse of Kent. There's one on the, I think it's in Folkestone. I think that's a newer one, but they've been on hillsides where they're chalked, filled in with chalk, and you've got the big Invicta horse on the side. But yeah, it's kind of the symbol of Kent. Jack Williams, hi Andy, great videos. Always look forward to watching you uploads. For the Q&A, I'm currently struggling with size and weight of sleeping bag, looking for something that won't break my back. Mainly hike to and from camp locations, hence looking for something very compact but usable throughout the year. What's your sleep system, and what would you recommend for maximum space saving without sacrificing warmth and comfort? Thanks, Jack. God, I'm no expert on kit, to be honest. I only really have experience with the things I have. Over winter I use the Mountain Warehouse Summit 250, which I think is comfort down to -2, extreme down to like -5, -7 or something. I've had it to -2 with just the clothes I had on, not the jackets and that, and it was, I got through the night. I wouldn't really want to go any colder with it without kind of down jacket and stuff like that. So that's what I use in the winter months, and over summer I now have a Ozark trowel bag. You may see it in some of my older videos. I'll have it out soon. I'll probably do a summer kit unboxing, excuse me. But yeah, that's quite a small one. There's no year-round solution really. You just have to put up with a bigger sleeping bag in the winter, I find. I don't have much experience of down bags or anything. Too worried they'll get wet. hope that helps a bit. It's not my kind of forte. Check out Tom Outdoors channel, he's pretty good with kit, and he does camping throughout the year. Camp Life Bushcraft, well done on your subscribers, you should be proud, buddy. I'm pretty amazed. Thank you for subscribing, all of you. I enjoyed your input on the live chat, that's referring to the Woodland Camp and Craft live chat. I like your attitude in general. Lots of praise, thank you. I'll re-ask my question for the benefit of others. How do you find the historic type sites to camp at, and do you seek permission for them? No permission, not so far. There's a couple that I'm looking at that I would need to ask permission for. And with insurance and stuff, I'm not expecting to get in. But no, they're kind of stealth camps, basically. I used to do a lot of photography, so I used to travel around Kent and find these kind of abandoned locations and the castles. There's a lot of castles in Kent and everything, forts and stuff, because it's kind of the access to the rest of England from mainland Europe, so that's where we was always attacked. So yeah, you can't really throw a stone in Kent without hitting something of historic value, so it's quite easy to find stuff. Do hope to do a lot more of them. I've got some really interesting ones planned. One's on an island, so I've got to source a boat. But yeah, looking forward to them. Charles Williams, good video. What do you do for a living? My career's all over the place. I won't go into too much detail, but I've mentioned it before. I left a job of 10 years and I had my own barbecue company, so I was catering barbecue and making barbecue sauces and stuff, so that's why you see me cook a lot. I do love my cooking. I kind of gave that up after a couple of years. It was hard work. I didn't really have the capital to take it where I wanted to. I'm kind of just doing woodwork at the moment, basically, kind of carpentry. Mr. Soundzinc, great video, thank you. I have a few questions that require your answers. Where are you based in these videos? So the Kent Downs, basically. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I do travel all over. So you've seen me, you know, Suffolk, you've seen me in Sussex, Dartmoor. I plan to get up to Norfolk soon, hopefully the Peak District, maybe even the Lake District. So trying to get out of Kent as well. Would you be interested in a helping hand now and again? I get asked, no offence, I get asked this, and would I like to camp quite a lot, and I just can't do it. Number one, a lot of people obviously don't know, and I kind of get up here when I can, so it's kind of one of them things. Plus this is kind of my alone time. Not a massive people person, so coming up here on my own is kind of my relaxation, but thank you. Do you hunt at all? No, I used to shoot a bit. I've shot quite a lot over the years. Been over to America, shooting ranges, done a lot of shotgun stuff here. I am planning on doing a camp and hunt in the not too distant future. I think I've got access to some land where I can take some rabbits, so that's something I might be doing. Do you have any collaborations online for future videos? As I mentioned before, I've got a visitor coming up here next week actually, so that should be quite fun. Another YouTuber, you'll probably recognise him. Going to visit someone in Norfolk at the end of the month, and yeah, trying to arrange a couple of others as well. Like I said, it's hard, you know, my time, their time, it's very difficult to do. Don't know if you can hear that, a couple of birds. And now the owl's off. Okay, so I missed a page here. Gareth Williams, what's your favourite wild camping spot? Giving the reason why. Is there a wild camping spot you wish to visit that you haven't as yet? Loads of places I'd like to visit. I love it down in Dartmoor, that kind of freedom and just that open space. I love that feeling of remoteness, which is hard to get here in the UK, so that's what I really like, is just to feel completely alone. But yeah, at home in the woodland. Regarding ones I haven't visited yet, yeah, there's absolutely loads. Lake District, Scotland, you know, all over Wales. Want to do some off-roading and camping in Wales, some kind of overlanding stuff as well. But yeah, loads of places. Etomorph, congratulations on the milestone, dying to know the design behind your tattoo. And Darren Doheny as well says about the tattoo as well. I assume that's the one that's usually on show. It's crop circles. Kind of, not some super UFO nut or anything, but it's kind of from my love of Led Zeppelin and kind of the album covers. The other side is kind of Polynesian style. But yeah, I've got a few all over. Might see them one day. Jeff Upton, were you ever in the military? That's something I get asked quite a lot as well. No, I was never in the military. Not really my thing. Military people, good kind of team players, I guess. Do a lot of sports when they're younger. That was never me. I'm kind of a bit of a loner to a degree. I like my peace and quiet. They get to play with some good toys and stuff, but yeah, just not me. Would you ever teach bushcraft basics in person? You're a good teacher. Well, thanks, Jeff. I wouldn't say I'm skilled enough. Maybe teach some kids or something, some simple things, I don't know. I only do a video tutorial when it's something I'm comfortable with, but I don't have that skill level. Would you ever do campouts with other YouTubers, e.g. Funky Prepper, Wiltshire Man, Armoured Cockroach, etc.? Do watch all of them channels. A couple of them are kind of winding down a little bit more lately, I find, but yeah, I love them channels, watched them for years. Yeah, I've got some coming up, 2 this month in fact, maybe another 2 in the summer, we shall see. Yeah, branching out. Patrick Bryan, quite a long one, sorry. Would like to know if you're a veteran or what got you started in bushcraft. As I said before, not a veteran, never served. When I was a kid, mid-teens, me and my friends, we used to spend a lot of time in the woods and just playing in the woods and stuff and building shelters, and we would kind of camp out as well, kind of wild camp, and that was, we wouldn't even have tarps, we'd just take a sleeping bag and sleep under the stars. If it rained, we'd kind of run under a tree or something. So that was kind of the beginnings of that. And yeah, I've just done a lot of outdoor stuff really. With the photography and stuff, I'd have to camp sometimes to get kind of your sunrises and sunsets. Just love being outside. I've also been interested in kind of the prepping survival type thing, as a lot of people who do this sort of thing are. I know I'm not extreme. I have a couple of kind of more survival type camps that I have planned, but yeah, just watching, you know, Ed Stafford, Bear Grylls, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and just decided to start the YouTube channel, and that would then kind of force me to do stuff. So to learn a new skill or something, to do a video, so this is to help me as much as anyone else. That's the last question. I hope that answers some of your questions. I hope you found this interesting, not too boring. Don't know how long I've gone on for. Yeah, so just take the opportunity to say thank you all for subscribing. It's grown so fast. It's much appreciated for all your comments and subscriptions and views and patrons and all of that. Just thank you. Yeah, so next video should be that meetup I was talking about. Birds are going mad. So looking forward to that one. So I'll see you then. Thanks very much.